Well, welcome back to the channel. Today I am finally up here on top of Lookout Mountain to take a look around Rock City with you today. I have been putting this off and putting this off, but today is the day. So we are right now on what they call the Grand Corridor, and we'll take a look around together. This portion of the trail is what is affectionately known as Fat Man Squeeze. And so I've had to actually take the pack safe bag off my back to get through here. It's actually quite wide enough from about chest height down. It's only around shoulder height or your head height that it gets really, really close. Back in the 1920s, a couple, man and his wife, bought many acres on top of Lookout Mountain. And they realized that part of that encapsulated a huge area of giant boulders and rocks. And the wife decided that they were starting a place called Fairyland up here on the mountain. And the wife decided that she wanted to make this into a massive rock garden. And so in 1930, she had mapped out a trail among all the rocks, taking string to put a trail in where she was going to create this massive garden. And her husband decided that there was something to this. And so they opened up Rock City in 1932, I believe. So it's been here quite a while. Now you can imagine that in 1932, this was not an easy place to get to. There was no easy road up the mountain, there was no internet, there was no television advertising, there was basically nothing. And so it started off rather slow. And what can only be described as a brilliant marketing move. They hired a painter and they paid him to travel the countryside and offer to paint barns for farmers for free. The only catch was he had to be allowed to paint See Rock City on the roof. You've probably seen one. They're still out there. Now, we've come to a place where we can choose to go one direction or the other, the swinging bridge or the stone bridge. And for purposes of this video, you know we're going to do both. Quite honestly, I hate bridges like this. For all of its quaintness and, you know, the tunnels and the bridges and all that, the reason people come to Rock City is this view right here from Lover's Leap. This sculpture represents the red string that was set out when the original path was laid out in 1930. So we have moved down a level. I didn't bother videoing all of that. It was kind of boring. We've come down a level. Let me show you where we are. This is another lookout point right around here. It's hard for me to see in this light, but we were just up there. We're just up there on Lover's Leap, and so we're going to go through the last few places in the in Rock City, one of which is the Rainbow Hall. This is Rainbow Hall, and it's done by all of these quartz glasses over here on the side, and it leads around to the Hall of the Mountain King. But before we go there, we will go to the other observation point, which, as you can see, kind of sticks out a little bit off the mountain, and it's held in place basically by some cables. So it may not be the place where a lot of people want to go, but it does offer you a fantastic view of Lover's Leap and the waterfall that comes out underneath. This is an iconic view for Rock City. Now, this is called the Under Cliff Passage, and takes us around to what's known as the Hall of the Mountain King. And this area right here, this is the 1,000-ton overhang that comes out over the trail and is held up basically by this little place here at the bottom and another one just like it over here. And other than that, it could just fall on your head at any time. And we are coming around to the last little place that we'll visit here, which is the Hall of the Mountain King. And the rest of this trail basically leads us back up to the parking lot. Now there are other add-ons that you can get to your ticket to Rock City. I'm going to put a link to their website in the description below. So if you want to see other things besides just Rock City, you'll get a discount to do that. This is one of those things that it's one of the iconic spots of Chattanooga. Even though technically, just between you and me, it's in Georgia. And that's it. You've had a very quick overview of Rock City, ending with the fairy tale caverns. How many of those fairy tales did you know? As with any tourist attraction worth its salt, you enter and exit through gift shops. There are plenty of places here to get overpriced food, if that's what you want to do while you're here. Me, I have my eyes set on a little barbecue place down in Chattanooga. That's where I'm headed. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time.